Hey, Shalom Akim, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahawashai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors once again to the apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Alright, this is Naaman. And once again, now this happened, what I'm about to read here, this happened over a year ago. Alright, but how many of you heard of or remember this? And this gentleman's name, this Jake's name was Javier Ambler. Alright, it says he died in police custody. All right, and there's a video on this. Now, of course, in the ongoing environment, we've got this George Floyd thing going off. We've got these protests going around not only here in the States, but around the world. To the point now, the Palestinians have taken up this against those Edomites over there in Israel. Wow. Yeah, exactly. So, here again, we have a case where it proves we just have to get away from these Edomites. Now, you hear a lot of Edomites, so-called, want to join hand in hand with Jake, and Jake is so easily manipulated, all right, and gullible and fickle to some extent. You know, it's just this continuing cycle of falling for Esau's BS, all right? Well, a lot of us, including myself, have had enough. And we know through the scriptures it was never meant to be in the first place. So, anyway, with this, it brings up another point. This Jake here was telling, once again, it's become a meme almost, you know, I can't breathe. And he told them expressly, said, I have congestive heart failure. All right. The point I'm trying to make with this, anything that Jake says goes back to, hey, Esau's superiority complex, you know. Anything Jake says, it has to be validated by another Edomite in order for it to hold any water. All right. And this is another case. So it says, newly released video from Texas shows a disturbing end of a chase from last year. It depicts 40-year-old Javier Ambler telling deputies he couldn't breathe and that he had congestive heart failure. Officials tased him 4 times, according to the Austin American-Statesman. He died, and it was later ruled a homicide. A report to the state attorney general's office suggested it may have been justifiable. Okay. There they go with that term again, justifiable. Let's go ahead and roll this video. March 28th, yes. 2019.
He just crashed right in front of me. Car looks clear.
See, he just told him.
Hey, big man, other hand now. Other hand. Put it out there. Other hand. Give me your hand. I'm going to take flat on your stomach. Flat on your stomach. Flat on your stomach. I can't breathe. Flat on your stomach. Flat on your stomach. Stop resisting. I can't breathe. Stop resisting. Stop. Sir, you need to come out. Stop resisting. Roll over. Do it now. Get on your stomach. Do it now. Roll over.
Officer, see there, he broke his finger.
Get his other hand. Get on me on this one to control it. Let me know when you're ready. One more set of cuffs. Other hand. Get it back. Get it back. Hand behind your back. Hand behind your back.
At this point, he's pretty much unresponsive.
One in custody. Wait. Focus requesting EMS code 3. Black male, heavy set, unresponsive. Sit up, bud.
The man's unconscious, talking about sit up.
Go again, sir. Hey, wake up. Check his head. He's breathing.
In combination with forceful restraint. All right. Wow. See, all this crap going on now with all these Edomites joining in. Now, I keep bringing up, we've been saying this, crying out for not only decades, but for centuries, and nobody gave a damn. Now, all of a sudden, they want to what? They seek what? To hold hands, join hand in hand, and a lot of our people, of course, are falling for it, you know. But aside from that, what you see, what you see going on is this. This is Job 20. Hell, I just started for knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. All right, scrolling on down to 10. It says, his children shall seek to please the poor. Who are the poor? That's right, Israel. And his hands shall restore their goods, or seek to. All right. You hear a lot about reparations now. For what? See, a lot of people don't understand to the extent that we are still in captivity. And you say that and people just look at you like, what, you're an idiot. No, you don't understand what slavery truly is. All right. It's the ownership, number one, of another's labor. All right. Total control, total domination. Where can you turn to? Think of it as you're in the big house, you're in prison. You're being screwed over day in and day out, all right? Getting abused. Who the hell are you going to complain to? All right? The warden knows everything that's going on, all right? He's the only person you can complain to. He's your oppressor, all right? So what they do, they mete out their own punishment. They'll say, well, for all the decades and centuries they've been in slavery, you know, and well, we just gave them welfare and all these social programs. What the hell does that do with restoring what you've taken from the people, namely their identity? Isaiah 42 and 22 about us being a people robbed and spoiled, and at the very end it says, and none saith restore. All right, no amount of reparations can give me back what you took. All right, let's see. Let's see where I want to go after this. At the end of the day, go to Hebrews here. Hold on. This is 11 and 15. 14. For they that say such things declare plainly that they seek a country, and truly if they had been mindful of that country from whence they came out, they might have opportunity to return. But it was too late. All right. That's why the Most High, you know, scattered us. All right. It says, but now they desire a better country that is in heavenly. Wherefore the Most High is not ashamed to be called their power, for he hath prepared for them a city. All right. 2 chapters over. Go to 14. It says, for here we have no continuing city, which we don't, but we seek one to come. All right. And that's what we seek. All right. Rooted in righteousness, not this crap that we have here. All right, let's go back to the order real quick. I want to get some, of course I posted a link to this, but for time's sake I got to wrap it up. Let's get some comments. User 1988, does this shit ever end? It seems that the phrase that will be the motto of 2020 is, I can't breathe. What did I say earlier? This shit makes me sick. That's why we're afraid of the police. They're killing us and getting away with it. Murdering pigs, need to find where they live. All right. Of course, we don't condone that. Lizzie Draper says this needs to be reopened. It was determined that his death was homicide, as in resulting from excessive restraint. All of them officers should be arrested and charged for murdering Mr. Ambler. Just like in the case of former police officer Chauvin, no justice, no peace. We demand immediate arrest of officers involved. And you keep screaming that as if that's going to do anything. All right? We need our power. The Most High Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shah. All right? So sad, Monica says, shit like this shouldn't be going on. I'm so glad that people are standing up to these murderous police, all right? Chirac 7676, and the sad and disturbing part of all this is that some people are still making fun of this bull crap. Like, when will this end? I guess when the law actually treat them like the criminals they are, but until then, the bull crap continues and people continue to kill cops. And the bad and sad part of it, that it's usually the good cops that fall prey to the bull crap. You know, to hell with them. All right. So, wow. Again, another one, but this, you know, didn't evidently see the light of day as it should. And you, of course, have Breonna Taylor in Kentucky. All right. So we'll see what happens with that. But for now, wow. Here's another one. Javier Ambler. This is over a year old now. So just thought I'd bring that to the occupant's attention and to whoever views this. All right. So once again, call halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Kokwadash. Double honors once again to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the occupant out there on the highways and byways pushing this truth and honesty and sincerity. We're trying to wake up the remaining, hopefully elect. So with that, Shalom, Mark.